That's right. Here we go now. Play, boys. Oh, not there. Right there. It's showtime, my friend. How nice, come on in. How in the world have you been? Got stories to share. I'm virtually there. It's showtime, my friend. It's showtime, my friend. And dear or a grin, we're chopping the bit to begin. Wear sweatpants or slacks, let's break out the snacks. It's showtime, my friend. Now if you have to go, I want you to know it's easy to sign right back in. Connection too slow, hope you don't miss the show. It's showtime, my friend. Go, yeah. It's showtime, my friend, online affair. I do hope you stay till the end. I tuned up my axe, sit back and relax, no matter how your day has been. Oh, we'll make you smile, make it all worth your while. It's showtime, it's starting in no time. It's showtime, my friend. That's right. Thank you very much. So happy to be here tonight and doing a show for Jonathan today. Actually, there's a little bit of an issue here. These glasses are polarized, and my screen is apparently polarized. And one of the screens, I got two screens here, one to look at to capture some of the lyrics and stuff, and it's polarized in the reverse direction, which means when I turn my glasses this way, absolutely nothing shows. It's but black screen. All right, let's see who's here today. I'm going to take these off. Let's see. I got to get my move my screen over here. Sound is okay. It's a little weak. Let me see. You know, I think you're right about that too. I might have some control over it. Let's raise it up over here just a little bit. Well, it's about the right volume it shows. Otherwise, it goes into distortion a little bit. We might do a little bit. Okay, so, and what else we have? And good evening, everybody. Oh, I said hi to Mom and Kim and Mark, but I did not say hi to Joan. Hi, Joan. Nice to see you. And TOYS is hard to play. Toys is hard to play. I don't know what that means. Hey, man. All right. Here we let's keep on going here. I'm going to move on down the list. We got a lot of songs that I want to do tonight. It's just what happened was I got to play a show recently where there was a fellow who wanted a lot of Elvis songs. So I grabbed a bunch of them, and I said, man, this is nice stuff. I got some really, really good sound. It's William. That's what Toys is. I forgot about that, William, that you use a different name over here. So now I got you. Okay, here we go. This is, I want to explain just a little bit. This is Jailhouse Rock. And the thing to know about this is that Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, they call themselves Lieber and Stoller, they not only provided us with the song Jailhouse Rock, they also wrote Hound Dog. They wrote Kansas City. They wrote A Yakety Yak, Don't Talk Back. They wrote Charlie Brown, He's a Clown. Why is everybody always picking on me? They wrote Stand By Me for Benny King. Oh my gosh, how great is that? And Love Potion number 9, Poison Ivy, Leader of the Pack, brum, brum, and Chapel of Love, as well as Is That All There Is for Peggy Lee. Man, these guys wrote some great songs. So here's one of them, Jailhouse Rock. Walked to a party at the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. Should have heard the rock that jailbird sing, but let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody on the wholesale block. We're dancing to the jailhouse rock. Spider-Man plays tenor saxophone. A little Joey blowing on a slide trombone. Drummer boy from Illinois with cast boom band. The whole rhythm a second one, the purple game. But let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody on the wholesale block. We're dancing to the jailhouse rock. Number 47 said to number 3. You the cutest jailbird I ever did see. I sure been a lot of with your company. Come on, do the jailhouse rock with me, but let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody on the wholesale block. We're dancing to the jailhouse rock. Run, run, run. Sad sack was sitting on a block of stone, way over in the corner weeping all alone. The woman said, hey buddy, don't you be no square. If you can't find a partner, use a wooden chair. But let's rock. Everybody, let's rock on my. Everybody on the wholesale block. We're dancing to the jailhouse rock. Shifty Hendrix and $1 for heaven's sake. No one's looking out for a chance to make a break. And but turned to Shifty and he said the next thing, I wanna stick around, I wanna get my kicks. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody on the wholesale block. We're dancing to the jailhouse rock. 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 Oh, thank you much. You know, I always got to say, thank you very much. And he just got so he abbreviated it so tightly. Oh, thank you much. It's just, thank you much. I loved it. All right. Say hi to Uncle Matt. Okay, hey, I see a little applauding hands there from Kim Wright. Thank you guys. All right, this next one is, I like this song a lot. I especially like in the middle section. There's it slows way down. Very cool. This is Suspicious Minds. I got to get a little bit of soundtrack over here. All right, now. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Oh, why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I'm saying? We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. So an old friend I know drops by to say hello. Would I still see suspicion in your eyes? Go again, asking where I've been. You can see these tears are real, I'm crying. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. Oh, let our love survive. I'll drive the tears from your eyes. Let's don't let a good thing die. When, honey, you know I'll never lied to you. trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Oh, why can't you see what you're doing to me? When you don't believe a word I say, yeah. You know I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Because I love you too much, baby. Yeah, what a fine song. The chord progression's so simple. You got to come up with a really cool idea for song. That's what these guys did. And by the way, I want to mention some of the songwriters. I wonder what happened to it. I mentioned Lieber and Stoller. And one of the reasons I want to mention these people is because the way the way the Colonel ran Elvis's career, he had the idea that there's one brand. The brand is Elvis, not the songwriters, nothing else, Elvis. And so what would happen then, they would make a deal on these songs where, well, if you're used to, some of you older people remember, album, when you get an album, on the middle, they would have a sticker right around that, right around the hole that you put the album on, and it would have the performer's name, and then underneath they would say the song, and they would say the person who wrote the song, person or persons. But on Elvis's record, no, nothing like that one. I was all about Elvis, all about Elvis. If you wanted to have Elvis sing one of your songs, you gave up your name to have on the song. Now that doesn't mean they still got paid. That's not the same thing. But so it's very interesting. So I was going to tell you about this one then. This next one I'm going to do is Let Me Be Your Teddy Bear. The lyrics were by Cal Mann and Bernie Lowe. And let's see, Cal Mann is best known for penning the words to Elvis's Teddy Bear, of course, that we have here right here, which I'm going to do. And he also did Let's Twist Again, sung by Chubby Checker, which won the 1962 Grammy Award for Best Rock and Roll Recording. I can hardly imagine that. It seems to me like Teddy Bear's a more clever song than Let's Twist Again, because you already had the twist. It makes sense you're going to twist again, right? Well, anyway. And, I see some other folks here. Bill and Kathy Edmondson are here. Hi, you guys. Good to see you. All right. Very cool. And, again, I want to say thank you, Bill, for your kind comments. They're very nice, man. You've given me some real nice confidence and things. All right. So, I got this one stuck in the wrong mode here. Let's hit it. Teddy Bear. I got to set up my reverb like that. Here we go. Baby, let me be your loving teddy bear. Put a chain around my neck. Lead me anywhere. Oh, let me be your teddy bear. I don't want to be a tiger, 'cause tigers play too rough. I don't want to be your lion, 'cause lions ain't the kind you love and love. I just want to be your teddy bear. I put a chain around my neck. Lead me anywhere. Oh, let me be your teddy bear. Baby, let me be around you every night. Run your fingers through my hair. Cuddle me real tight. Oh, let me be your teddy bear. I don't want to be a tiger, 'cause tigers play too rough. I don't want to be a lion, 'cause lions ain't the kind you love enough. I just want to be your teddy bear. I put a chain around my neck. Lead me anywhere. Oh, let me be your teddy bear. Oh, let me be your teddy bear. Oh, I wondered what I was going to say. Oh, let me be your teddy bear, doon, 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 boom. So they ended a little bit differently on that track, and that's cool, though. Very interesting. I want to be your teddy bear. All right, now I want to do a song here that I wrote, and this was called Renob Bob, and I always pictured this about being about a character sort of like Jim Croce's Leroy Brown, a little bit like Fonzie from Happy Days, and a middle section has a talk box thing like Peter Frampton had on Show Me the Way and Joe Walsh used on Rocky Mountain Way. And all that kind of stuff. Okay, so this one is Renob Bob, as I say, one of my songs, but I always pictured it as Elvis doing it. That's the way I'm going to do this one. So let's get it. Go. Oh, well, all the girls I know about Renob Bob. Oh, when it comes to loving, Bobby does a good job. They know what he's got, and they ain't got what he's won. He's a lover of the year, and he's sitting on top. You know, Bob. All the girls I know about Renob Bob. Oh, well, he went to a party and he met Mary Lou. They was a rockin' and a rollin' till 1:45. She knew all about Bobby, make her feel so fine. She was waving bye to Bobby at 8:45. Oh, well, Renob. Oh, well, all the girls I know about Renob Bob. Oh, well, he's always up for action and he sure knows his stuff. Oh, well, the hoes, they really dig him and they can't get enough. Doesn't have a free moment, he's a popular man. If no one else can please him, don't you know that Bobby can? Oh, go, Bobby. Renob. Oh, well, all the girls that know about Renob Bob. Oh, well, he's always up for action and he sure knows his stuff. Oh, well, the girls, they really dig him and they can't get enough. He's a free moment, he's a popular man. If no one else can please him, don't you know that Bobby can? Well, the ladies started fussing over who was Bobby's girl. Oh, when the hair started flying, Bob was lost in the world. Well, as the cops were driving in, they asked her where he had gone. He said he left with 4 women, said he wouldn't be long. Oh, well, hurry long. Oh, well, all the girls I know about Renob Bob. Oh, well, hurry now. Oh, well, all the girls I know about Renob Bob. Oh, well, hurry now. Oh, well, all the girls I know about Renob Bob. Well, I noticed the background track was a little bit loud on that. I want to read you a couple of the some of the lyrics here. Now, one of the reasons I'm going to do this is because I noticed so many of these songs about Elvis are all about him, you know, being all shook up and love me this and heartbreak that and all those kind of things. So this is about a guy who's like these. Well, all the girls know about Renob Bob. When it comes to loving, Bobby does a good job. They know what he's got, and he's got what they want. He's the lover of the year, and he's sitting on top. Oh, yeah. And so the very last, what happened is when the ladies started fussing over who was Bobby's girl, when that hair started flying, Bob was lost in the whirl. Well, as the cops were, as the cops were driving in, they asked her where he had gone. The ladies said he left with 4 women, said he wouldn't be long. Oh, my gosh. Well, okay, I guess that's pretty out there, isn't it? But I think Elvis would have done a fine job with that song. Well, let's do another one of Elvis's songs. And again, I want to tell you about this writer. The fellow who wrote this song, somebody I do not know much about, Otis Blackwell wrote it when, as the story goes, the owner of the publishing company was shaking a bottle of Pepsi, and saw it started foaming, and he suggested that Otis write a song based on the phrase "all shook up." Well, there's actually a second story that Elvis claimed that he came up with the idea, that he was asleep. He said he had never written any songs in his life, and he certainly didn't write this one. But he said he woke up one morning with the idea all shook up in his head, and got the message out, and that's where the song came from, based on him. And he got half writer's credit for the song. So it's a possibility that he might have come up with the idea, or the Colonel figured out a way to manipulate the songwriters into paying more money to Elvis. Not impossible. The Colonel was quite a hustler. That's all there is to it. So this is All Shook Up. Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. I say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in a love. I'm all shook up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, my hands are shaking and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Now who you think when you say such love? I'm in a love. I'm all shook up. Hey, yeah, yeah. But please don't ask me what's on my mind. I'm a little mixed, but I'm feeling fine. The girl that I love best, well, my heart beats so it scares me to death. Well, I took her hand, was chill like a lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, my tongue gets tired when I try to speak. Inside shaking like a leaf on a tree. There's only one cure for this body of mine, is to have that girl that I love so fine. When she touches my hand, the world of chill I got. Her lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in a love. I'm all shook up. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up. Man, those songs, nice little tight, short songs. Whew, the only time they got shorter than that was when punk music came out, and a song might be. Okay, for our next song. What? That was a song? Okay. Yep, punk music was very, very short. Sometimes they'd have 20, 25 songs on one of the albums. All right, well, it's time to do Love Me Tender. And this one, lyrics are credited to Vera Matson, though the actual lyricist was her husband, Ken Darby. Now, why they would change that around? Usually guys got the credit, and the women got, shafted there. The melody is identical to a sentimental Civil War ballad called Aura Lee, and therefore credited to Aura Lee's composer, the Englishman George R. Poulton. So that's kind of interesting. It goes all the way back to the Civil War. Wow. People say, oh, where's the new music? Well, got old music too. So here we go. Love Me Tender. Go. Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me long. Take me to your heart, for it's there that I belong and will never part. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me dear, tell me you are mine. I'll be yours through all the years till the end of time. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. And Mark E. Fresh made it. Okay, Mark. Now, I did a song. I was trying to remember which song I recorded that you did of Elvis's. And I didn't have enough time to figure it out, and I was going to bring it on up, and I thought it'd be cool. But I did one earlier tonight, which might have been the one you did. It's called "Suspicious Minds." Was that the one that you recorded over here? It's been a long time. But God, can you believe it's been almost 10 years since we did that? Whoo, man. Now here is another brilliant song. It's "Heartbreak Hotel," and of big interest to me, as one of the writers was a woman by the name of Mae Axton, Mae Boren Axton. And I thought, Axton? Well, it turned out she was Hoyt Axton's mother. And who's Hoyt Axton? Well, Hoyt Axton wrote a couple of songs that Three Dog Night did. One of them was "Joy to the World." How about that? He also wrote "The Pusher." It was that they played in the movie. No, I'm not going to be able to say it. The Motorcycle Guys. Anyway, they played that in that movie. That was one of the songs. And also, he wrote "Greenback Dollar," which was a folk song, and he wrote "Della the Dealer." And the other song that he wrote for Three Dog Night was "Never Been to Spain." Well, I never been to Spain, or however it was, started with England, I thought. But I kind of like the Beatles. Yeah, this guy was the son of Mae Axton, who was also a songwriter. And her co-writer on that was Tommy Durden, D-U-R-D-E-N, with credit. Some of the credit was given to Elvis. And I think maybe the Colonel found a way to wrangle more money out of people. Easy Rider, that's it, Kim. You know, Kim, I should get a special ear thing, and then you can, whenever I'm stuck on something, you just talk and it'll go right into my ears, and it'll be just like I know what I'm talking about. By the way, you know, that when they use those reception lines that they have for various politicians and queens and so on, the queens and politicians, especially presidents, they will have somebody over their shoulder who will, as they're finishing up talking to one person, they'll say, "Now the next person is the Prince of wherever, and his name is da 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 da, and his wife is having a birthday today." You say, "Oh," then you can say to that person, you can say, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here, but I'm sorry to hear that you can't be with your wife for her birthday." And the people are going, "Wow, this person knows." No, the person behind them knows. There are people with that kind of photographic memory, and a few of them. Gosh, one of them is If I can think, Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks has a memory like that. Every person he's ever met, he remembers everything that they told him. So that if they get a reception line 10 years later, they come in and they'll say, hey, last time I talked to you, 10 years later, your daughter was about to graduate from high school. Why, she's probably out and married or something by now, isn't she? And he would even name the daughter, the whole deal. Amazing, amazing talent to have that kind of ability. So anyway, here we go. We're going to do Heartbreak Hotel. Oh, wait a minute. Got to get my note. Okay. Well, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of Lonely Street, that Heartbreak Hotel. Well, I've been so lonely, baby. Well, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely, I could die. Well, although it's always crowded, you still can find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry away their gloom. Well, they're so lonely, baby. They'll be so lonely. They'll be so lonely they could die. Well, the bellhop's tears keep flowing. The desk clerk dressed in black. They've been so long on Lonely Street, they'll never come back. And they're so lonely, baby. Well, they're so lonely. They'll be so lonely they could die. Now, if your baby leaves you, you gotta tell the tale. Just take a walk down Lonely Street to Heartbreak Hotel. Well, you'll be so lonely, baby. They'll be so lonely. You'll be so lonely you could cry. Ready, boys? Although it's always crowded, you still can find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry away their gloom. And they've been so lonely, so lonely. They'll be so lonely they could die. Very clever song, just to come up with that idea. By the way, it was inspired, they say, by a newspaper article about a suicide of a lonely man who jumped from a hotel window. And that's what gave the idea for this song. Well, I guess so. Whew, makes sense, doesn't it? How about, let's see what else we have. I've got a couple of slow ones here. How about, I'm going to jump ahead one. Let's do Hound Dog. And I don't have any special arrangement for this one. I'm just going to sing. It's the same two verses over and over again. The original, this was by Lieber and Stoller, Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. An original person was Big Mama Thornton recorded this one. And then Elvis heard it and said, man, I got to do that song. You know what I mean? Got to do it. Okay. You ain't... Wait a minute. Okay, I got to get my key worked out. Here we go. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was a high class, well, that was just a lie. Well, they said you was high class, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. Well, I said you was high class. Oh, that was just a lie. Well, I said you was high class. That was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. There is not a lot to that song other than the clever idea about it being about a hound dog. Never caught a rabbit. That's pretty good too. But I mean, it said you was high class, just a lot. It's just a few lines are different. And man, simple songs are the ones that really go. That's how it works. It's so easy for other people to play, other musicians to play. So it ends up being played on stage so people hear it again and again. And also, well, it's easier for people to sing along with. It's as simple as that. All right, so let's now do one. We already heard one that was based on an old song from the Civil War. This one was based on an opera song, O Sole Mio. And so what I'm going to do, this is It's Now or Never. I'm going to do both. I'm going to do a little bit of the opera side, and I'm going to do a little bit of Elvis's side. And this is one of the best-selling singles of all time. It sold 20 million copies. And the lyrics were written by Aaron Schroeder and Wally Gold. Remember, the melody came from opera. And so these two guys got together and wrote lyrics for Elvis. Here it is, O Sole Mio, and It's Now or Never. Che bella cosa, now you know de sole, l'aria serena, dopo una tempesta, bell'aria fresca, padeggiana d'esta. Che bella cosa, now you know de sole, manna du sole, che bello è ne, oh sole mio, stanno pronti a te, oh sole mio, stanno pronti a te, stanno pronti a te. When first I saw you, with your smile so tender, my heart was captured, my soul surrendered. I'd spend a lifetime waiting for the right time. Now that you're near, the time is here at last. It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling, be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never, my love won't wait. Manna tu sole, che bello è te, oh sole mio, stai pronti a te, oh sole mio, stai pronti a te, stai pronti a te, oh sole mio, stai pronti a te, stai pronti. That's right. Elvis as an opera singer. You know what, though? His voice was pretty strong. He probably could have done that. There's something else about his voice that I want to tell you true. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. This is really interesting, and I don't think I told you folks here before, but all singers have difficulties with their voices from time to time. You might catch a cold and end up with a case of laryngitis. Well, you get total laryngitis, you're off the stage that day. There's nothing you're going to do. But sometimes maybe you partied too late at night. I think I might have told you guys this. Anyway, you party late at night and you get up and your voice is kind of hoarse. You can still sing, you can talk, but man, it can't hit those high notes. Well, what Elvis would do, he would talk to one of the guys in his singing group, the Jordanaires. He would talk to the guy who was the tenor, who could hit all the high notes. And he would say, listen, man, I'm not going to be able to hit them high notes tonight, so you can cover me, right? And so what would happen then, the spotlight is on Elvis, and he'll go, let's say he's singing My Way. In my way, he's going to go way up to the high note. Hey! Well, he's not going to, so he would go, it was my, and he'd open his mouth, and the guy in the back's got a microphone, or he steps near the microphone that they have on the stand, and he doesn't open his mouth very far, and he goes, way, and sings the high note for Elvis. Now, I don't say he did that all the time, and I don't think he did it on anybody's albums, but for a show, when your voice isn't doing real great, yeah, it's great to have a backup person like that. I just thought it was brilliant. I thought it was brilliant, clever, funny, interesting, all those good kind of things. All right, I'm going to do another one of my songs that I thought Elvis might have had some fun with this. It's a bit of a rock song, kind of light rock, nothing real complicated. In fact, I used to think it's this sort of the Allman Brothers meets Neil Diamond. But today I'm going to try to give it a little bit of Elvis's voice in there. Here we go. It's called Saturday Night. Oh, over here. There we go. Saturday night and I'm feeling kind of crazy. I'm going downtown to try to meet the lady. Sweet thoughts crossing my mind, a smile on my face all the time, talking about love, 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 love. Talking about love, 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 love. I just got paid and all my pockets are heavy. A good times are here and you can bet that I'm ready. A sweet thoughts crossing my mind, a smile on my face all the time, talking about love, 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 love. I'm talking about love, 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 love. I feel like I could dance all night. I feel like there's a chance of romance tonight. Tonight, go. I feel like I could dance all night. I feel like there's a chance of romance tonight. Tonight, Saturday night, and I'm feeling kind of crazy. I'm going downtown to try to meet the lady. Thoughts crossing my mind, a smile on my face all the time, talking about love, 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 love. I'm talking about love, 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 love. Saturday night, I'm feeling kind of crazy. Going downtown to try to meet the lady. I just got paid and all my pockets are heavy. Good times are here and you can bet that I'm ready. A Saturday night and I'm feeling kind of crazy. Going downtown try to meet the lady. Says and the picks are heavy. Good times are here, you can bet that I'm ready. Just like that. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. Now we have another Elvis one here called Don't Be Cruel. Ooh. I like that. And I did not look up the people. I didn't have enough time to look up every songwriter on this, so I don't have one for you. We're just going to do Don't Be Cruel. And I'm kind of moving along here, too, because I don't have, the time is running out already, and I only have like 3 or 4 songs left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs. Got to move it along. Here we go. You know I can be found sitting home alone. If you can't come around, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Oh, baby, if I made you mad for something I might have said, I believe it's for the past. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other lover. Oh, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't stop thinking of me. Don't make me feel this way. Come on over here and love me. You know what I want you to say. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Oh, why should we be apart? I really love you, baby, cross my heart. Let's walk up to the preacher. Let's say I do. Then you'll know you have me, and I know I'll have you. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, than you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't need no other lover, baby, it's you I'm thinking of. Yeah, just another real simple song, just real simple, straightforward. But don't be cruel. That's a good phrase anyway. I mean, here, come on. Oh, okay. We must do this one also. Another one of Elvis's songs that came from the past. I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. The song is based on a French love song from 1784. Yeah, the reverb, I know it comes through. Well, you know what's happening. The reverb is actually on the track ahead of time. And so you get that huge, rich sound mixed with my reverb, and it sounds like I'm melding in with everything. But, yeah, so I get it. And I'm working on, I'm going to try to work with a different setup because of what we had last time when one of my pieces of software failed me. I have a new mixer that I'm going to be working on that'll have reverb in it and so on. So anyway, this is, as I said, based on a French love song from 1784 by French composer Jean-Paul Aguide Martini. Well, as long as he's got Martini in his name, he's a good guy with me. And the new version, the words that I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, the song was written by Luigi Creatore, George David Weiss, and Hugo Peretti. So 3 guys got together and wrote American lyrics for these very simple lyrics. I mean, you can't believe, there's just very few lines in here, but you can't believe how difficult it is to write a good song. Ask Mark Wright over there. Mark, how difficult was it for us to write the song that we did? And our song was, well, a bit more complicated than these ones here. But to write good lyrics and write a good melody to go with it, man, it's a tough job. And that's why I believe why they kept looking to the past, looking to old songs that had legs, that had already been around for a long time. So here we go. This is I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, ooh, darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, or I can't help falling in love with you. And it flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you. I wanted that little high note to ring out a little better. It wasn't. One thing that happens on the guitar, you may not notice this. I just look at here. Look how far apart these two frets are. That's at least an inch. But as you get higher up on the guitar, they get closer and closer together. So it's harder and harder to put all your fingers together. I was looking for this note up here, and I missed a couple of them because you just can't get your fingers in there. That's a tough deal there. All right, so let's see what is next, what we have next here, because I'm down to 8 minutes left and way too many songs to do. So we're not going to do them all. I love this. This is another brilliant, brilliant song. This is Return to Sender, and I didn't get the songwriters' names on this one. Return to Sender. What a clever idea. I mean, these people, I got to give them a lot of credit for these song ideas that they have. So let's get it ready here. I got to get my... Okay. A return. I think I can get it. We'll try it. Hit it out of the gate.
Return to sender. Return to sender.
I gave it to the postman. He put it in his sack. Bright and early next morning, he brought my letter back.
She wrote upon it,
I returned to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. We had a quarrel, a lover's spat. I write, I'm sorry, but my letters keep coming back. So then I dropped it in the mailbox as in a special deed. Bright and early next morning, it came right back to me.
she wrote upon it,
A return to sender, address unknown, no such person, no such zone. This time I'm gonna take it myself and put it right in her hand. And if it comes back the very next day, oh, then I'll understand.
So write it on.
A return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. A return to sender, a return to sender, a return to sender, a return to sender. Oh yeah. This is one of those where they had a sneak ending on me. They didn't do it the same way as the record, and I've got the record playing in my head. But there's that break in there. It's like, what happened? They might have faded out on the record. I don't remember for sure. Let's see. By the way, another thing to note about Elvis, I'm singing these songs quite often in a key at least one full step below. Like Elvis might have done on a return to sender. I mean, his voice, he wasn't just a baritone. He was a little bit, it wasn't a tenor either, but he was sort of in between there, I would say. And this is such a great song. Yeah, we're getting close to ending time here, and I got to do this. I got to do Burnin' Love. And this song was written by a person by the name of Dennis Lind, who wrote more than 250 songs that were, well, he wrote a lot of songs, but 250 of his songs were recorded by other performers. None that were big hits, though, but this one did really well for him. It's Burnin' Love, and I'm a hunkin' burn. I mean, the Colonel must have been thrilled. He said, "Man, this is making this kid into a sex symbol. This is fantastic." So it's a perfect song for Elvis. Burnin' Love. Oh, okay. I got to get my notes here. Got it. Lord of mine, I feel my temperature rising. Higher, higher, it's burning through to my soul. Girl, 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 you gonna set me on fire. My brain is flaming, I don't know which way to go yet. Your kisses lift me higher, like the sweet song of a choir. You lit my morning sky, a burning love. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel my temperature rising. Help me, I'm flaming, I must be 109. Burning, 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 and nothing can cool me. Yeah, just my turn to smoke, but I'm feeling fine. Yeah. 'Cause your kisses lift me high, like the sweet song of a choir, and you light my morning sky with burning love. 'Cause your kisses lift me higher, like the sweet song of a choir, and you light my morning sky with burning love. It's coming close, everybody. Oh, won't you help me? I feel like I'm slipping away. Hard to breathe, my chest is heaving, heaving. Lord have mercy, I'm burning a hole where I lay. Yeah, well, your kisses lift me high, like the sweet song of a choir. You light my morning sky with burning love. Just a hunk of burning love. A hunk of burning love. burning love. I'm a hunk of burning love. A hunk of burning love. A hunk of burning love. That's another one of those, and this had an extra little one measure. I even put it on there. There's one measure that I'm supposed to wait before I start singing hunka hunka. And I looked right at it and went one measure. Okay, start singing. No, wrong. Oh, Susan. Hi, Sue. Sue Curtis got here. Church meeting delayed me, but I'm here for the last bit. Well, you can always replay it, so that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's leave it at that. It's 8 o'clock, so let me put on my little TV music here, which has nothing to do with Elvis whatsoever, but here it goes, and we will slide out of here. Pretty good. Got a pretty good batch of songs in here tonight. I know Larry likes it when I talk a little bit less and do a few more songs, but he wasn't here tonight, so we missed him. Anyway, if you want to catch the rest of the show, Susan, especially you missed pretty much of it, you just wait about a half an hour, and then they post it up there. Post the whole thing up there, and you can watch it anytime using the same link. So, thanks for being here and letting me do this fun thing. This is a really, really neat way to do this kind of a thing. Do an Elvis show. Now I can let my hair come back to normal, right? I was going to put on, I wanted to get the hair darker so it looked more like Elvis. And I was thinking, well, I could put shoe polish in it or something. I thought, man, that stuff will never come out. Either that or I'll start sweating. I'll look like Rudy Giuliani as it rolls down the side of my face. All right, thanks, Sue. I hope you had a good meeting. Some of those meetings can last a long time with people. Well, it should be this way. No, it should be that way. And you just have to sit through it all. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for letting me play Elvis for the night. That was a lot of fun, y'all. Now I'm gonna fade out of the screen here like I do every them other nights when I'm here. If I can remember how to do that. Yeah, it's right over here like that. Oh yeah, here goes. Oh my gosh, Elvis has left the auditorium, ladies and gentlemen. And now the library shall disappear. And here goes the music. See you next week.